The Knicks wish they were the Nets. They're hoping to establish a culture healthy enough that they can sell out all their young talent and sign guys like Durant and Kyrie and James Harden. That's what they're hoping for.
What culture are you speaking of? The same culture. They asked James Harden what he thought about the atmosphere last night. What'd he say? There were a lot of Knicks fans out there. Mark Berman of the New York Post said they were pumping in the Brooklyn chants because there was nobody there. Why? No one cares. There is no Nets fan TV. Why? No one cares. That same culture that you speak of. Kenny Atkinson helped rebuild that culture after the previous regime went ring chasing.
Right.
And how did they repay him? Katie and Kyrie come in here and they toss him over the ship right before the season ended.
You think that's not going to happen to Thibodeau? You think that's not going to? You think Leon Rose and Worldwide West ain't going to do that to Thibodeau if they establish a healthy culture and you know, you have superstars who maybe want their own coach, or maybe they think there's a coach take them to the next level. That's not going to happen to Tibbs?
It very well could. Very well could.
But that's okay when it happens to the Knicks, huh, CP?
Well, you brag about this Nets culture. There is no culture. It's a brand new team. They got Kenny Atkinson up out of there. They traded LeVert. They traded Jared Allen. So it's a brand new team.
That's what the point. The point in the NBA is to establish a stable and healthy enough situation where you can get rid of everyone and bring in the really good players. That's the whole point. You wish that it gets that way for the Knicks. You hope that the Knicks are in a position where they're like, oh my God, Zion wants to come with who? Okay, here we go. That's what you're praying for.
Of course, it's a players-run league. The players run the league. They dictate everything, where they want to go, who they want coaching them, of course. But right now, we're not worried about who's going to come. We're not dreaming. We're not dreaming. You know what I mean? We're not worried about Booker or the Spider. Right now, as you said, it's about RJ Barrett. It's about Julius Randle. Take a look at RJ Barrett's shooting numbers.
Yeah, they're going up.
Yeah, last 30 games or so, he's at 48% from three, 75% from the free throw line.
CP, let's talk seriously for a second about RJ Barrett. The reason I say his development is so significant, I think quickly is a real find, and let's say his floor is he's going to be a valuable sixth man as his floor. It might be better than that. Randall's an all-star. He's done a great job doing two things. There's only one thing left for him to go is really be ambidextrous, right? But his defense and his three-point shooting are there. I'm happy for him. RJ Barrett is the highest draft pick. Like, the Knicks don't normally, even when they stink, they get unlucky in the lottery, they don't normally draft that high. If that guy turns out to be a nice starter, that's okay. But if he turns out to be a max contract level player, a perennial all-star, that changes the equation because you can grandfather that contract in and with the cap room still have room for two max deals. You can bring in two stars / superstars to join Randall, who's an all-star. If Barrett's also an all-star, that's a championship level squad. But it depends on Barrett's development. How confident are you, CP the Fanchise, Knicks Fans TV, that RJ Barrett gets to be a perennial all-star?
We're getting there. He's getting there. The kid wants it, man. He wants to be the guy that the coach can rely on in late game situations. We saw it last night when Julius Randle came out the game. They finally staggered the lineups, as you said. They finally staggered the lineup late in the game. They took Julius out. RJ comes back in. They go on a 9-2 run in that fourth quarter, led by RJ Barrett. As I said, the shooting numbers are going up. But not only that, the defense is going up. Check out this stat. He's guarding guards and forwards about 50% of the time. Mm-hmm. Forwards are shooting 43.5% against him. Guards are shooting 40% against him. So he's not only are the offensive shooting numbers going up, but the defensive numbers are going up.
He's a wing. As a wing, when you think about wings in the league, he's about a mid-level starting wing. But given his age, that's very encouraging. It's hard to be a mid-level starting wing. It's very competitive and really a very necessary position if you want to succeed. The best players in the world are usually two-way wings. So that's hopeful for them. And going forward, if Dolan can stay out of his own way, there is hope. There's hope, but that's what the Knicks usually sell, hope. Like, you're all excited today because you lost. You lost a tough game, so you're happy. Let's be honest.
No. There's no moral victories in this thing. There's no more victories in this thing. Am I proud of the effort? Yes. Am I angry at the Zebras for costing us the game? Yes. But there are several areas that cost us the game. Number one, we had Jeff Green looking like Scottie Pippen out there. They gave up 67 points in the first half. This is the number one defense in the league. We had a number of opportunities in that fourth quarter to close it out. You had your best three-point shooters out there that had open looks between Burks, Bullock, Frank Ntilikina, Emmanuel Quickly. They all missed open looks in that fourth quarter that could have easily won us that game. So we missed an opportunity out there. Right now, we are
the Nets are playing without KD, right, CP? Like you're playing a team without KD.
Another one of the ring chasers. Listen, we are on different trajectories. They are championship or bust. We are rebuilding.
You are bust. They're championship or bust, and you're bust. That's true. The different trajectories. That's the problem with the Knicks. CP, that's the problem with the Knicks. Some teams are championship or bust, and the Knicks are just bust. They need to add the championship part. Look at you.
We are getting there. We are getting there. And if the Nets do not win, and trust, they're going to go get Andre Drummond, another ring chaser to add to the group. If they don't win, it will be the biggest.
You say ring chaser like it's a bad thing. You say it like it's a bad thing. It's the biggest and bad. Wait, the Nets need to win the championship in year one in a league where the Lakers are defending champs, got better in the offseason. If AD comes back healthy, then no, the Nets need to get to the finals. They don't need to win the championship in year one, but I got news. They probably will. When KD gets back, who's going to stop him?
If you put all three of those superstars on the court, superstars, all-stars, Olympians, Hall of Famers, whatever you call it, it's championship or bust. Don't make excuses for your team right now, Max Kellerman. They got Blake Griffin. They got Andre Drummond.
They got Blake Griffin. What, do they got a time machine?
Maybe they
Blake
go get
Griffin.
Lakers. Give me a break. You're like the media version of Blake Griffin right now, always taking the easy way out.
Blake Griffin is shot. Blake Griffin can't dunk, can't defend, can't shoot. What does Blake Griffin do exactly? Where you're bragging on Blake Griffin. What are you talking about? Do you understand?
I said you're Blake Griffin.
I'm Blake Griffin. You're saying I'm past my prime? Is that why I can't dunk anymore? Then what do you explain these 10 dunks on your head in this segment alone? How do you explain that?